This is Professor Del Carpio, and we are reviewing Module 4. Module 4, we were listening to 2 audios related to types of negotiation. Actually, they were really talking about integrity, okay, more than distributive. Over Vietnam and creating a policy that can only benefit in the USA. Using its power of Vietnam. So that could be negotiation between countries. The example that you provided. Okay, in your words, how could you define a distributive or an integrative type of negotiation? In other words, what do you use?
When both parties get what they want.
It's kind of a win-win in a way. It does not exist 50-50, everybody's super mega happy. In reality, it's going to be usually more than win-win, but it will be 60-40%, depending on the situation, and that's pretty fair, okay? So the example you gave about distributive negotiation is like negotiation between countries, governments. Okay, and what could it be a concrete example for the win-win type of integrity?
I guess like when 2 countries chose you, say Vietnam, they'll create a policy to where, like let's say they do a trade, like a free trade agreement, to where they can exclusively trade amongst each other. I mean, regardless of what products it is, as long as they're both getting or distributing and receiving. So
okay.
In the situation of exporting and importing goods.
Export, import, like creating a free trade, that could be a win. Yes?
I was going to say in an international trade negotiation where a manufacturer and a buyer come to an agreed upon price and everybody feels as though they're treated fairly and getting their price, that would be a win-win situation or integrity in situation, especially if the items and the products are, meet whatever is expected and the supplier is covering his costs and everything that's agreed upon. That would be an integrity negotiation.
Okay. Usually when there are like different type of, when the parties, for instance, not both of them are sellers, okay, or a buyer and a seller. You are talking as well about other members of the whole dynamics of the business. So we can have the producers or the distributors, the transport, and all of them, we agree on something. It's easier to have that type of win-win situation when we are talking about, let's think about departments. Imagine that different type of departments come up with a single solution that is good for all of them, So you can get more into a win-win situation than when 2 departments, 2 sides of the department are fighting. That's harder. You know what I mean?
So it's not a situation where it's a buyer and seller. That's different.
It can happen, totally. And this is part of the other question. And I'm gonna, student A, can you read?
Types of trust, according to SACO 2002, they suggest that there's 3 types of trust need to be in place. Contractual trust, which is the adherence to formal legal promises. Competence trust, that either side is capable to provide what has been promised, borders on ethics, trusting that appropriate behavior will ensue.
Contractual is more formal, legal, like documented, okay? Usually it's like printed in paper. Competence trust, okay? It's about my capabilities. I can do that, I'm promising this, and that's my capability. I'm going to do that side. You will do that first, talking about that. And goodwill trust, they say, is like it's about ethics, about fairness. It's related as well. What is fair internationally? What is considered to be fair and the goodwill? Because my standards are not your standards, right? So before this happens, we have to have a very good understanding, okay, of the culture. So we're in module 5. On page 17 of module 5, we will see like two graphs. One that was seen like already in module 4, I believe. So you got from the minimum one that is like from time to time I'm going to export something, till another one that is like pretty integrative. You have like part of your production there and you are selling products there as well. Let's say you have partnership with a local, all right, a local business partner. So module 17. The example that our student was talking was about on the upper part. So it's production, manufacturing, you are selling already there, and they say that McDonald's very well established in emerging countries and other places all over the planet, right? Not only in the USA. KFC, we were seeing the example, do you remember?
Yeah, China.
On China. And then they notice that franchise method that they have, it works forever in other countries, does not work in China, okay? Cell phone companies still in process of establishing themselves, okay? It's going to depend on the company. So I believe that Apple, it has got a name already in many emerging markets. Maybe not for the whole population or middle class. So their niche, their target audience will be maybe upper class for them, or very upper class, depending. Okay, that could be the case of like Metro PCS, maybe. Do you know Metro PCS?
Yes.
Yeah? Phone company. It's pretty cheap, very well established in the West Coast especially. And then they could, try to reach that market. Maybe they are already in the beginning of the internationalization process, dealing with certain telephone companies, and they are selling their products, or they are selling their modes as well for the internet, something like that. Here, please, can you read? Joint venture.
Me?
Yeah.
Joint venture is when two companies or investors join forces for the purpose of maximizing their profits. Each party complements the other. For instance, the worldwide known cereal company Kellogg's teamed up with Singapore-based company Wilmer International in order to do business in China. Whilst Kellogg's provided its products, Wilmer International took charge of the distribution throughout China by utilizing its already developed infrastructure.
Okay, very good. That could be a joint venture.
Professor.
And maybe the way, like when we talk about franchising, okay, it's basically you have to have like this type of trust. Very, it's like I'm giving you my image, okay, the image of like, I don't know, maybe for you, her products, okay. How can I say? I'm giving you maybe the know-how, and you have to provide it. I'm going to tell you how to wear your dress. Maybe if we are talking about style or something, and I give you the know-how, and you have to develop, but it's like much less control by my side. Every month you are going to pay me for being able to use that, all right? But if you do not take care properly, that's affecting my image. So probably, I'm not sure, but it's franchising is like giving licenses, And the business is pretty independent. And it's going to follow certain ways and rules of doing right stuff. But maybe in China they were not used to that type of work, and it was not working. It was affecting negatively the image, not only like how much money they were doing, the profit, but as well the image of KFC.
So do we know, were they using